Chelsea Football Club and Arsenal Football Club are going head to head, not on the football pitch, but in the transfer market for Ivan Toney. 50 to 60 million pounds is the transfer value, and there is a clear favourite. I'm going to tell you who it is. The insider's saying it, no hard feelings, but it looks like it might be Arsenal. I'll tell you all the news about that. Chelsea's redevelopment plans of Stamford Bridge and Cobham are going to cost 1.5 billion, and I'm going to tell you one thing, guys. That's not always a good thing. The fact that we're getting a bigger stadium, a lot of positives, but it also means that there are implications for on the pitch. And finally, the bad news keeps coming at Chelsea Football Club, because it looks like Moises Caicedo has not been in training again, and it's Thursday, and he's not been in training again. What does this mean? It means he's not going to be playing on the weekend. Let's get into it. Let's break it down. Let's go. Welcome to the Kavkas View, Braduchi. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. But we need to start talking about the right things, Braduchi. You got the running order, but before we get started, I need you lot to do me a mass favor. Yesterday's video did pathetic. Literally, we got 3.5 thousand people watching. We are used to getting around about 10,000 on this channel. So can you do me a massive favor? If you're here, hit that like button. Honestly, it does the world of difference. And subscribe if you're new. Clearly, you're enjoying the content, and hit that bell notification, because a lot of you aren't returning, and I don't understand why. So let me know. But now we need to talk about Mr. Ivan Toney and what the hell is going on with his saga. So Ivan Toney is at the moment suspended from all footballing activities. He has returned into training in September. I think it's late September. He's allowed to start training with Brentford again. Prior to that, he wasn't even allowed on a football pitch where he's getting paid. He has been banned for betting and the scandal. If you want to know about it, go and Google it. It's very well written and very well publicized. You hear Ivan Toney's side of the story in the interview that he says, and you hear the FA side of the story where the verdict was passed. What do we need to talk about? Well, we need to talk about the fact that Ivan Toney could be available for somewhere between 50 and 60 million pounds. Age 27, scored 13 league goals in his debut Premier League season, and then went on to score 20 last year in his second year. A lot of people are going to say, Alex, is the Brentford striker, is he good enough for Chelsea Football Club? I'm going to be honest with you the way I always am, alright? I am not one of those people that's going to pretend I know it all and know all the answers to every single football related question because I'm a football savant. No, I'm not. I think I don't know. And the reason why I say I don't know is because I'm torn, right? You can convince me either way. You can tell me Ivan Toney's only played in the front two. He's played for Brentford, who are a team that notoriously plays on the counter-attack. He doesn't compete against many near blocks, and he always plays in the front two. And that why I always reiterate that point is because he has got Muambu right next to him, and he actively assists him. In the way that he drops it, Ivan Toney picks it up, Fred's balls through to him. They're both willing runners, big man, little man. They interact really well. Can Chelsea do that? Yeah, maybe they could. It would mean maybe a change in system, or maybe it would mean that Nkunku comes into the middle and plays in the number 10 role and interacts with him. It's not like we have a Joao Felix to help us out in that situation where he can be an interior midfielder, but at the same time activate himself and become someone that is closer to just being a false, like a shadow striker, a Thomas Muller type of person. But that is one problem and one way around it. But the other problem I have at this moment in time, he's just not proven at the top level. And I feel very uneasy spending more money on people that are just unproven. But at the same time, I am going to say, look, we've been screaming out for a striker that will get us at least 13 goals or even 20 goals. I swear I would faint from happiness. Like I would literally be getting chills up my body because I'll be so excited that we got someone that can score 20 goals. I don't remember last time we had that. I think it was Diego Costa. So, I don't know. I'm very unconvinced, but at the same time, you're going to ask me who do I want? My answer would be Osimhen. You know what I mean? Like, I'd want the best player out there. So, can we do that financially? Is it possible? Is it plausible? That's a question that we need to ask and we need to be honest about. But what does it look like? Do Chelsea have a chance? Well, it looks like Chelsea and Arsenal have both asked for information, and the player's preference at this moment in time is Arsenal Football Club. And we need to understand one thing. Arsenal are in a better position than us at the moment. Arsenal have finished above us for the first time in a while last year. And more importantly, Arsenal at this moment in time look like they've got a set side that's ready to compete to win now. Whether they're going to win now is a different situation. Whether they're going to be competing in 2 to 3 years' time is a different situation. But at present date, as of today's date, the 21st of September, Arsenal Football Club are better than Chelsea. And it's something we need to accept. Say it a few times, it'll make you feel sick, like it's making me feel sick right now. But the reality is, that's the stage we're in. Ivan Toney went on a public podcast and actively literally said he wants Arsenal to take him. He's a Liverpool fan, and he basically said, come and get me, please. I don't know whether Chelsea can entice him to join us. Like, some of the arguments could be, bro, you live in West London, not in North London. Big man will pay you more money. Broski, you could play for a team that could actually win the Champions League one day, unlike the team that you're going to join who has never won a European Cup. But the reality is players live in the present and players live on the now. What can you do for me now and what can you pay me? So we have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments below if you want Ivan Toney to Chelsea Football Club or do you want Ivan Toney at Arsenal Football Club? Let me know. On to the update regarding the news and what's happening with the injuries. Well, it looks like Badiashile, who was set to return against Aston Villa, has now faced another setback and it looks like it could be delayed again. And now I need to ask the question, what the hell is going on at Chelsea Football Club when it comes to an injury standpoint? I'm not going to sit here and question the medical staff and say it's the medical staff fault. I'm not going to call the players broken. I'm not going to call them brittle. I'm not going to sit there and actively point fingers. I'm just going to ask questions, and it's our job as content creators and fans and people that genuinely care about the football club to ask questions. There's nothing wrong with us sitting down, having a nice discussion, and me giving you my thought process. My thought process is Moises Caicedo hasn't been injured until he joined Chelsea. He joins Chelsea, goes away on international duty, picks up an injury, they tell us he's going to miss 1 game. All of a sudden, it looks set like he's going to miss 2 games. And then, Benoit Badiashile, who they told us would be back in early September, now it's late September, and he's still not coming back. So what does my thought process say? It's either the rehabilitation process is just not working as efficiently because Lavia got contact injury. Toney got told 6 weeks, but then it got delayed by a little bit more. Reece James was told a few 3 or 4 games. Now it's delayed to 6, 7, 8, 9 games. Badiashile was meant to be back early September, it's late September. You're seeing a pattern. We give an estimation, good news comes out, and then it gets delayed. And then it gets delayed. Brozier. We were told Brozier was going to be back for pre-season. All Brozier did was run around in pre-season and only just started kicking the ball. Only now he's actively in first team training. We're nearly in bloody October. What is going on at Chelsea Football Club and the medical staff assessing these players and the communications the fans are getting? Maybe it's just the wrong communication we're getting. Maybe the leaks are giving the informers the wrong information. And I don't understand why, because what this does, it doesn't ease our minds. It makes the club look incompetent, in my opinion. It makes the club get questioned. Like, I'm sitting here now, next time I hear, oh yeah, Nkunku's back in late December, I'm thinking late January. I'm dead serious. Like, in my head it's like, nah, big man, that's not right. Like, you told me many times a certain date, I'm gonna start adding a then once, when I tell my friends, look, I need you to turn up at 8. My friends always turn up at 8:30, bare minimum. Horrible with time, man. For these days, I had taxes. I'm like, okay, cool. If I want them to get it for 8, I'm going to say 7. So, because they're normally late for half an hour, they know I add a tax. So, I need to give them another half an hour. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just need to ask these questions, like what's happening with Chelsea Football Club? Because it looks like Badiashile will not be playing against Brighton. I don't know what's going on with Moises Caicedo at this moment in time. The final piece of news is Chelsea have secured £400 million extra from another investment fund, and this was raised by Bowley and Co. This is worrying, and the reason it's worrying me is because yes, the money is going to be used for redevelopment. Chelsea are about to purchase £65 million worth of asset management in and around Stamford Bridge to basically expand it. Some of the solutions could be either going to Wembley for the foreseeable future until the stadium is rebuilt, or move into Craven Cottage or something of that magnitude. But what I don't understand and what I really don't like is, look, when you mess with investment bankers and asset management companies, they want to make money. They don't care about football. And they're going to invest, but in the long term, they're going to want their money back. Like that's how it works, right? They give you money in return to get a bigger share, whether it's on their interest, whether it's shares of the company, whether it's in share dividends paid out. This smells of, could be Glazers 2.0. I hate saying that because the Glazers invest money. We invest money. We've invested a lot of money. But whether it's the right way, I hope that the barriers that we put in with Paul Winstanley and what's it called, Lawrence Stewart, and then we've got Joe Shields in the scouting department. We're attracting the best scouts for in and around. We're trying to build a multi-club. I hope they're not biting off more than they can chew. We need to be patient, and the only way we are going to realize the true fruition of what's happened is when we look back years later. But at this moment in time, we're going through growing pains, and we're going through uncharted territory. Like I was sitting and telling my girlfriend the other day, well, my wife, bloody hell, I keep saying that way. My wife the other day, I don't know what this feels like as a Chelsea fan. Like, let's be honest. I was 7 years old when Roman Abramovich bought the club. My memories of Chelsea Football Club in my early days is us winning trophies on a regular basis, us winning a minimum of 20 games. The first time I went through a bad experience was under Conte. Dead serious, when we finished, I was 8th or 9th. Honestly, for me, I was shocked. I was like, what the hell's going on here? We're not winning games. Like, it's a shock to the system. So finishing 12th is making me panic. And now, 5 games into the next season, we're 14th. It's understandable why my standards are up here. Some people went to Stamford Bridge when there was a dog track around it. And you know what? Sometimes we were bad during those times, so they've experienced it. But one thing we can all unite with is we love this club. And I don't want this club to go down the road of becoming a business and not caring about winning. Do I want this club to be profitable in the sense that we're always going to have a club? 100% I do. I love this club. But at the same time, I don't want this club just to become a Leipzig, a Brighton, like a Monaco, where all they care about is let's develop talent and move it on. Acquire the best talent, flip it. Like, look at Sevilla. It caught up with them in the long run. So, guys, I am excited about getting potentially a new Stamford Bridge. But at the same time, I'm really annoyed at the Pitch Owners Association for not selling it to Roman Abramovich at that point in time and helping us move to Battersea Power. I think we would have had a wonderful stadium there. I genuinely think we would have been in a better financial position, and the club just would have been in an overall better stance than they are now. But it is what it is. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, make sure you hit that notification and hit that like button. It's the best way you can support me. Or leave a super chat with a question and I'll answer it at the end of the next video in the video. So peace out. I'm out. Have a lovely day.